we're doing the Precipice Walk, which is a beautiful, beautiful walk around, I don't know what the hill's called, but you get fantastic views of the Mawddach estuary. So, I'm already out of breath.
We're just starting on this little track, but you'll see how much more spectacular it gets when we get a little bit further on. You can hear that, but I think it might be feeding time for the sheep down there. Well, you got any idea what any of those peaks are called?
None at all, I'm sorry.
So we're sort of west end of Snowdonia, and it's absolutely beautiful. Especially
there's something big in the cloud over there, look, can you see?
Yeah, yeah.
Don't know whether it's as big as Snowdon,
yeah.
Whether we'd see Snowdon from here. I'm not really sure.
So we're going to say that's Snowdon over there. It's in that direction somewhere.
You might as well say that's the Clent Hills.
We met a couple here yesterday in the pub who were local to this area, and they were telling us that this time last year this place was absolutely heaving with people, because of course this time last year you couldn't travel internationally. So it looks like, because this is absolutely deserted now, everybody who can has gotten a plane somewhere this weekend and gone off to what they perceive to be the sunnier places. As a consequence, the airports are all absolutely rammed this weekend, and we've got this place to ourselves. Now, what do you think, Sarah? I reckon I would much rather be here.
I don't know, holidays are lovely wherever you go, aren't they?
Yeah.
But I was amazed at the lack of traffic coming here.
Yeah.
It was quite phenomenal, really. So, yeah, it's great. I love it.
And just look at that.
It's beautiful.
You don't have to get on an aeroplane to get yourself somewhere fantastic.
Of course, it would be
Here then of the estuary going out to sea, and you can just see where the end of the estuary seems to be blocked off. That's actually the bridge, the old railway bridge that goes across to the town of Barmouth, which is immediately on the right hand side of that opening out to sea. And we'll probably be there later today. Just coming towards the end of the Precipice Walk, and we've just come across this hillside opposite us here, where you see there's these lines all over it, and we're just wondering what causes them.
You can see the tree stumps that have been felled, look.
Yeah.
So you can see those.
So you've got the individual tree stumps. So that was pine forest, and it's all been felled fairly recently by the looks of it. But we're just wondering what causes these lines. Is it the machinery that they use?
And why? It looks like they're purposeful, doesn't it?
Yeah, does that serve some purpose?
Yeah.
Well, comments below if any of you know. Well, we'll just enjoy the view. Shit.
What?
Rollers.
No.
Yeah.
Shit.
If you know, you know. Now we've finished the Precipice Walk, and now we're well, this is the village hall. It's a beautiful little village, and they've got some lovely cakes. So this is the path from the campsite down to the Mawddach Estuary path, and as the guy who runs the site said, a tree had come down in the storms not long ago and blocked the path. We can get through, but it isn't that easy. It's a huge tree, it really takes some moving. And this is a really beautiful location. You can see the river. This is one of the tributaries that comes down into the Mawddach Estuary. And there's even, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little tent just here where they've got a camping pitch down here in the wilderness. Beautiful spot. Is Sarah going to try and negotiate a fallen tree? I better go and help. Well, yesterday when we got down to this point, to the path that runs on the old railway line of the Mawddach Estuary, we turned right towards Dolgellau and the pub. This time we're turning left and we're heading all the way down towards the sea, towards the bridge that crosses, again an old railway bridge, and it crosses to the town of Barmouth. Right out there in the estuary, can you see the stanchions of the bridge? That's the old railway bridge into Barmouth, and that's what we're going to be riding over in a few minutes. We're still making our way towards the bridge over there in the distance, but look at this place on the left. What a beautiful location, and you can see some of the old railway infrastructure at the side of the path here. Well, here we are about to start the bridge crossing. You can see the railway line. Video, but these old wooden planks are actually really bumpy. These bikes have only got little wheels, they're not really geared up for this, and it gives us more time to update on the bridge. We're still walking across it. It's still quite bouncy, and it's much longer than it looks from a distance. Not too much further now though. Not very bouncy. Mouth. Make sure he doesn't come and get us. Oh, we've made it to the town of Barmouth. So we're parking up our bikes and we're going to go and get a beer. We thought we ought to at least have a look at the seaside while we're here. So it looks like the tide's out, but there's a few fishing boats up there, and there's a really nice view of the other side of the bridge. So that's where we've just cycled across.
Mountains in the background, Cadderidge Drift poking in the middle, through the middle there.
Yeah, Cadderidge in the distance.
Yeah, nice.
And this is Barmouth Beach. It's huge, isn't it?
Not too many people in the sea, darling.
No, there's not.
Cold.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
But it's lovely.
Yeah,
It's actually
lovely. Really nice sand. People enjoying it, which is lovely. School holidays this week.
yeah. And the weather's right on the point of being in between t-shirt weather and just needing a small jacket.
It's only because I'm a bit wimpy.
Well, we found a nice pub with some really nice beer. Cheers.
And again, in the pub, not a Welsh person.
Yeah, I don't think we've heard a Welsh accent.
We haven't.
So it looks like the population of Liverpool and Wolverhampton
Moved in to
now occupy West Wales.
Yeah. It's true. Oh, yes,
Yeah. Right, that was Barmouth. Barmouth? That was Barmouth. We're back on the bikes and we're heading back to the campsite. Long ride home, but it's a lovely ride. Just look at this. Wow.
Yep. Moments I say to you that soak it all in, because this is just incredible. And you'll not remember it.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those moments.
Yeah. We've just come back from Barmouth. Excuse the sound of the trail bike that's just gone past us, but they're having fun, they're living their life the way they want to live it. And we've just got back to the van, and look, this is our view that we've come back to. Isn't that just incredible? Really beautiful. And that's what it's all about. A van like this gives you the opportunity to park up in a place like this and just open your door and that's your view. You got your little campfire going. Well, it's not going at the moment, but it will be very soon. And there you go. You got the nature, the views, the wilderness. We're sitting here on our last morning of this Easter bank holiday trip.
Morning.
our shakedown trip of this new van. Overall, everything seems to have worked well. One thing we have learned is that living in a tiny space means that you do need to be really careful about where you put stuff, and you just generally how to stay tidy.
Clutter free.
Yeah, clutter everywhere. So when we get back, we're going to have a resort of all the drawers and cupboards and things, and make sure everything's got a place that it should live.
We've got a list.
Yeah, we've made several lists of things that don't work quite right. For example, the kettle that we got turns out uses too much power and trips the inverter quite easily. But we found boiling water on the induction hob is really, really quick and easy. So we're going to get a hob top kettle, but also try and work out why the inverter's tripping so easily, because it's way below its rated capacity where it's tripping. But really, that's no problem at all. And when you wake up in the morning, you can sit here having your breakfast, looking at a view like that. It really makes it all worthwhile. So yeah, fantastic. Roll on the next one. We got away with forgetting my coat. 4 days in April in Wales, and I didn't need a coat once.
Incredible.
Result.
Also, you forgot to pack the barbecue gas, but thankfully we found some nice chap in Port Mawddach, retired firefighter, who told us where to get it.
We also learnt that a van of this size, a long wheelbase Sprinter, can be a bit antisocial when you take up 4 parking spaces in a little supermarket car park. And we're just on our way now, leaving this campsite. And another one of the lessons that we've learned about using this van is that it is absolutely enormous. And so navigating these sort of tracks or roads can be a bit challenging. You see this tight switchback in front of us here. And of course, when you come up against somebody coming the other way, generally speaking, the smaller one is the one that has to do the reversing. But still, it's no problem really. We haven't had any problems yet. And you just have to get down these little tracks in order to find these lovely spots.
When I'm with you, I'm not myself. You bring out the best in me, the side of you can't see, and I don't need any other help.
We've also found out that we definitely need to sort out the sound recording on these videos. New microphones have been on order for 5 months. Christmas present, Ben?
It was.
And they should be here soon.
So our next video should sound a bit better. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
When you're around me.
Our next trip will be in the first weekend in June, which is about 3 weeks from now. And we think we're going to be heading north. So if you subscribe and click on the little bell, you'll get notified when our next video is out. And in the meantime, there'll be some more van build videos coming up. Do please stay tuned, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode very soon.